sister writing duo.
We're the authors of the Beasts of the Briar series, and today we are going to be talking all things Prince of the Arena, which is a novella of the series coming out on June 20th, 2025.
So what is Prince of the Arena? Like Helen said, it's a novella, and it's also a prequel that focuses on two of the princes, Dayton and Farron.
Now, there might be a couple spoilers if you haven't read the first Bonded by Thorns book in this video, so I would recommend reading that book first and then watching that video after.
So to kick this Q&A off, what are some things you can expect about Prince of the Arena?
So Prince of the Arena is a prequel novella that takes place many years before the events of Bonded by Thorns, and it centers around a Prince of Summer, Dayton, and a Prince of Autumn, Farron. And the majority of this book takes place in the summer realm, so expect to see sandy beaches, warm waves, a coliseum, and expect high romance and a lot of yearning.
And of course, because it is an Elizabeth Helen book, there will be a lot of spice too.
Is this version different than the version we had up on our free newsletter previously?
Absolutely it is. So the edition that we had up on our newsletter originally was just a few chapters. It was something that we wrote for fun, but we decided we really wanted to dive into Farron and Dayton's experiences and how they met and that really fateful summer where everything came together for them. So we took that free newsletter and we expanded it to a novella that is now 40,000 words. So we added hundreds of new words, tons of brand new chapters. It's a whole new experience. Are there any cameos?
Yes, expect to see tons of cameos of your favorite characters from the Beasts of the Briar series, including all four of the princes, maybe one mysterious villain, and maybe even our favorite little Rose. So we all know the Beasts of the Briar series is going to be a 7-book series. Is Prince of the Arena one of these 7 books?
No, Prince of the Arena does not count in the 7 books. It is completely separate. So there will be 7 core books. Prince of the Arena is a prequel, and we would love to add on some additional stories if they ever have the opportunity to do so. When will the audiobook and the paperback be available for pre-order?
So right now, the Kindle edition is up for pre-order. It will also be on KU upon release, which is Kindle Unlimited, and the audiobook and the paperback will be up soon, later this spring for pre-order. We'll make an announcement on our Instagram as soon as they are up for pre-order. Are there any special editions of Prince of the Arena?
No, but maybe in the future.
And one more question, will there be covers of Prince of the Arena that match the UK edition?
No, we are completely indie publishing Prince of the Arena, so that means the covers are going to match our indie editions of Beasts of the Briar. So these are the fabulous, beautiful covers designed by St. Jupiter.
Why did you write this Dayton and Farron novella?
When we read Bonded by Thorns, there's obviously a lot of history with Dayton and Farron. So we really wanted to dive into that and explore their dynamic. Dayton and Farron have a long history, and their relationship evolved so much through the series that we really wanted to see where it began and explore all the nuances of their relationship.
Another thing that we didn't have time for in the core books that I think are really important to Book 2, Woven by Gold, and Book 4, Broken by Daylight, are the dynamics of their families. So you get to see a bit more of Farron and his family and a lot of Dayton and his family. And I think that when you read the prequels and then you go back to read their core books in the series, it can add a lot of just nuance to their relationships. And it's sort of fun to add in those little moments before the curse and everything that happened in Bonded by Thorns.
And last question is, will there be prequels for any of the other princes?
We have a lot of stories we want to tell in the Beasts of the Briar world. 2 we've talked about before is we would absolutely love to write a prequel involving 2 princes, and this is a spoiler for Book 3. So if you haven't read Book 3, turn off the video now.
I'd make sure to like it before you do.
All right, so if you're still here, we would absolutely love to write a prequel about Caspian and Kaldarian during the War of Thorns. That we have a lot of ideas for that, and we think it would be a very epic novella. Another people we would love to write a prequel for would be Anya and George, Rosalina's parents.
Thank you so much for joining us and learning more about Prince of the Arena, Dayton and Farron's prequel novel that's releasing on the first day of summer, June 20th, 2025.
Please make sure to like and subscribe and let us know in the comments if you have any more questions about Prince of the Arena and what video you would like to see from us next.
Happy reading, Roses!
Bye! Okay, let me...